Hi guys, welcome back to Civilization 6 Gathering Storm. I'm going to play Nzinga again today because my first run didn't work out as well. The starting location just wasn't good. So I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to concentrate on faith and culture game. Going to go deity, continents and islands, large map because I want to take advantage of the city-states bonuses. And I'm going to pick Secret Societies mode and play Void Singers. So my whole idea here is to focus on faith generation, right? And with Secret Society, your first governor could be Amani. Why? Because we can send her from city-state to city-state, obtain suzerainty, earn that valuable era score, and monumentality. So it will allow us to expand much quicker, reaching that golden age. Lots of production shops, woods, diamonds right there. We're on the coast, so Kilwa will be super important for this game. I'm going to step down this channel and see what's up because I'm going to send my scout up north. I'm going to move inland because as Congo, I don't think I need a port immediately, but what I do need are more tiles around the city center because of certain wonders like the Eiffel Tower and more importantly, Apadana that will give us extra envoys every time a wonder is built. So that's why I prefer to be inlands for the capital. Naturally, our first build is the Scout. Another source of diamonds. I'm gonna go with mining because of all these potential mines that you will have to build, and there is stone. Here we meet our first city-state. That's awesome. Little did I know, though, that there is another city-state. It's hiding really nearby, which is perfect for Congo. Candy. Out of all city states, we get Candy right there. And guess what? The first governor that's going in there is Amani. We become a Susan right away. We can earn a relic as soon as we discover a natural wonder. I mean, super important for Congo, right? Because of all those yields that Nzinga gets, or Congo overall. So when you step and see these type of yields, and you're not a suzerain of Candy yet, you better hang around or even step back because what if the Hong Kong units step in and somehow uncover it or whatever else? Now that we are a suzerain, double check, boom, get a relic right away. And that's a holy grail. That's perfect. Perfect start. I meet Musa to the north, which I'm kind of excited about because we can really create a really cool trade and earn gold from each other. As far as I understand, he always sends a bunch of trade routes anyway, but he's way too close. I mean, he's taken up my northern territory there. I am very concerned about it, so I'm trying to forward saddle him as fast as I possibly can. Additionally, I decided to obviously build a slinger as my next build instead of going for a monument or even a settler because he's just way too close for comfort. Doing really well, earning the faith, and when the Pantheon comes, there is no debate. It's Sacred Path for the adjacency bonus. However, we're not gonna go for work ethics in this game. It's all about Saint Michel and relics, and so reliquaries is going to be the belief that I'm going to pick as soon as I possibly can, followed by religious colonization. Somehow I got pretty lucky and we met a bunch of city states first. And we have one, two, three, four first envoys. That's pretty amazing. I wish we've met more cultural city states, but unfortunately, in this game, I just have to go with what I have. Now, it's important in this game to earn as many invoices as possible, so I want to make sure I do everything I can to fulfill the quests. But an additional thing that we can do at this point on turn 18 is to have a money and start her world tour, right? So every city state that I'm not a suzerain of, I'm sending her there, getting their map so that I get more information and get that era score that will help me get to the monumentality golden age quicker. Wow, look at that adjacency. Nice. As my settler's making his way up north, I'm a little concerned with these barbarians, but listen, I have a scout to take care of them. Nothing to worry about. I'm also building a holy site, obviously. It's going to be my first district because I want to start on those great profit points as soon as I can, and maybe even run the holy prayers project to get to the religion. Meeting the Russians is probably a good thing. Culturally, see, we might be able to trade some great works if I get my economy going. I need a bunch of gold to just buy it all up. And with a little silver there, that could be possible. I mean, overall, this map is pretty amazing. I mean, look at that. And now I have three industrial city states and two religious city states. So our faith production, I mean, turn 23, 13 faith, that's not bad at all. I'd love to go with the settler, and usually I would. In this game, I definitely want to get religion. I see other civs already earning great profit points, and so to be safe, I'm going to go and build a shrine first and earn those valuable points to get the religion. I also want to get to the currency as soon as I can and start setting up that trade, building trade routes with other civs, or even sending domestic. Actually, my plan is to develop domestic trade first and make my cities grow, as Georgia meets us and probably wanna be friends. Hopefully, she goes to war with Peter and keep each other occupied. In the meantime, I'm sending a money to the next destination, Taruga. Let's see what kind of land is around Taruga, even though my scout is already here. But still, we're gonna get that 2 points for the era score. I'm already 19 out of 25. That would be awesome. I already have 120 faith, so we're gonna have plenty to blow up the expansion with monumentality, I hope. My plan with Void Singers is to produce as much faith as possible to drive the other yields up, because it will produce 20% of culture and science of the faith being generated by a city or the empire overall. So super important, and my holy sites are going up first. I get denounced by Musa, and it's very concerning to me because he's very close. He could be pretty strong too with his freaking unlimited gold. So I'm weary. I'm thinking maybe I would have to switch my production to some units just to protect myself, or maybe switch research to and get to archery first, faster. In the hopes of getting monumentality, I'm stalling with the settler production So I'm gonna go with a monument and prop up my culture generation and wait for the golden age. I'm sending Amani to her fourth city state on her tour. That means we got eight era score points out of Amani. That's unreal. Unbelievable. I mean, it's turned 29. That's the only governor we have, but the only way you can get this to work is with secret societies, because you get a free governor title as soon as you like unlock a tribal village and you get one of the secret societies. You can't, it doesn't work in a regular game because your first governor comes at like 10, turn 35, 40, something like that. So unless you get really lucky. We look good in getting the religion, so I don't think I'm gonna run Holy Side prayers just yet. I'm gonna get a builder and I'm going to try to improve the diamonds, sell them off, get some gold, and put it to good use. Planning your empire is always fun. I figure I put down the holy site pins before I start chopping woods and rainforests, because I want to keep and preserve the rainforest as long as I can to keep that faith adjacency for the sites. That one era score point we could probably get from the holy site being completed. That's a +4 holy site that will provide that needed era score, meaning that monumentality, we got it. So I'm gonna focus on that and make sure I get as much faith as I can. Now the cool thing about Hong Kong City State is that it provides bonus to city project production. And so the holy site prayers projects are going to be done much faster, so I can get and unlock my religion. Unfortunately, my diamond market is shit, but every little bit counts, so 85 gold from Tamar will do. We're gonna have more diamonds soon. Hopefully we meet more civs. Second city, naturally build a monument, but also because we now do have some gold, it'll make sense to purchase a shrine and boost that faith production. That's right, 340. I mean, this is by far the best start I've ever had since I started playing Civ, that's for sure. Now, I did not forget about Mali, who denounced me. Musa will probably still plan, and I see he levied some units, so I'm going to bring my boys back just in case. And that's the reason I went for archery earlier, because I want to make sure I have my archers ready in case of a Mali attack. With this much faith being generated, it's going to be super important for me to get Oracle as my first wonder. I'm going to do everything possible, chop the shit out of the resources here in woods to get it done. Super important, because I want to make sure I'll be able to buy like great engineers who speed up wonder production, for example, because engineers and merchants are readily available. Although with Mali, in this game, merchants are going to be hard to come by. But hopefully, because I'm making so much faith, it shouldn't be a problem for me. Getting a profit was easy peasy this time. Do not discount Holy Site City project to speed up getting to the profit, because on deity higher levels obviously it's much harder, and holy site projects are super helpful. So I'm planning out my northern border. I want to make sure I get enough cities up there to backstop Mali's expansion. My second governor, naturally, is going to be Magnus for his chops. I want to make sure I get Oracle before anybody else does. I do have beautiful stone here. I might have to boost masonry first. So it's a good thing, because I might have to build walls later because of this guy. Security is important. You can't discount it, so I'd rather be prepared than get caught with my pants down, right? Oh, look at that. Perfect freaking timing, you son of a... Mansa is just crossed the line. He crossed the Rubicon. Look at that river. That's the border. He crossed it. He declared war. You bastard. You're not going through here. Ah, I wish I could have taken his settler. But now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I got 2 archers. I got a bunch of candy warriors that I cannot levy right now. But maybe I have 50 diplomacy favor. I have other shit I can sell, so maybe it'll work out. But if it doesn't, I just gonna put a little insurance there and start building a warrior in Banzambara. I'm gonna have to have these guys hold the left bank and fortify, and hopefully they can hang until and hold until the reinforcements arrive. But that's a nice choke point. Mansa is not going through there. And if he does, well then, maybe I shouldn't be playing this game at all. 2 turns for an archer? Hell yeah, that's an easy one. So that's going to be a third one. Once you have 3 archers, that's a pretty good one. It's a solid defense we can put up. And Candy is already sending the troops to the front. Perfecto. And so I'm saving the stone. I'm saving the stone for the oracle, which I unlock in like 3 turns. Really want to get that wonder. So I'm going to need 3 chops, I think. Maybe 4. 2 stones, woods, maybe rainforest. So it should be good. Should be good. Yeah, a gauche definitely helps. I'm going to plug in Corvée and start on the beautiful wonder right there. 13 turns. Let's see. What the... Oh my god. I'm a genius. I'm a genius because... Look at that. Well, I'm gonna have to boost it and lose some turns. That's poor planning. That's why it's called. On the bright side, we got monumentality. Awesome. And early empire, right in time. By the way, if you get stuck exploring and come across some borders, just call up that leader and be like, hey, how much are your open borders? 1 gold? Perfect. Keep exploring. In the meantime, I'm going to continue my military adventure here and see what I can get. I see that he has a couple of districts there, but also a couple of units, so we might have to do some tactical retreat and lure him in. Then Candy's units are gonna reinforce my line, and we should be in good shape after that to actually cross the border and do some damage, maybe some pillaging. In the meantime, we're ready for our first chop. That's 50 cogs right there. Gears. That's 10 turns for the oracle. I'm gonna get my trade unit out to add a little more food and production to Kabasa. What I want to make sure I do here is preserve my units. I certainly don't want to lose any of my archers, so earning a little bit of promotion always works. It's perfect. Here's masonry, so now we can actually harvest the stone and boost the production. Boom, 4 turns. That means we just need one more chop and the oracle is ours. Ideally, of course, I would want Pingala to be stationed. Oh, see, he's building an oracle as well. So it's a good thing we rushed it. Early Empire, so we can build our settlers now. Let me just promote Magnus. Ideally, I want Pingala with his grants promotion to generate great people faster, but I think expansion is more important at this point. It only takes 2 turns to build a government plaza here. However, the city needs to build a campus because Mbazabara doesn't have a place for a campus, and I don't want to use up district slots. So what I'm going to do is buy the tile and chop out government plazas as fast as I possibly can, because I really want to get the ancestral hall going before I start building out, expanding and building new cities. I'm going to buy settlers with faith, so I'd rather add a little bit of production to the second city. I don't want to place the district on this deer tile without actually harvesting the resource and chopping the woods. And so I'm going to build a watermill in Banzambata and just chop it out. Mansa Musa is already asking for peace, but we actually crossed into his land, so no peace for a little while. With political philosophy, I can finally change the government to oligarchy, autocracy rather. Why? Because we want to build another wonder with Carve and autocracy. That's 25% towards production. The wonder is Apadana. It allows for 2 envoys each time we build a wonder in the city. Unfortunately, we don't get envoys for the already built wonder, but I have big plans here, big plans. With Apadana, we're going to try to become a suzerain of every single city-state eventually. And with Kilwa Kilwasi, we're going to earn 30% to the yields boosts in the capital, another 15 in all our cities if we can get suzerainty of 2 or more city-states. Coupled with Nzinga's ability of Queen of Dongo and Matamba, where the cities receive another 10% on the same capital, it will boost our yields to at least 25% across the empire and 40% in the capital. That's why I want my capital to be super diesel. I'm gonna eventually put all promoted Pingala in there, and those yields are going to be off the chaise. I meet Babylon, Hammurabi, and trying to make friends. Keep exploring through the open borders. I want to try to find that other natural wonder or two. In the meantime, I'm trying to get into the districts and get some pillaging. Oh, and I get a trade route gold. Perfect. I see that it's going to take me a while to build the plaza, and then the ancestral hall is going to take even longer. As we move to classical era, I'm ready to do some pillaging, and stacking units like that for a support bonus should help them withstand any attacks from Mali. Now I want to get the great engineer. It's the first great engineer that will help me build and rush Apadana. The sooner I build it, the better. I'm sure the AI probably doesn't build it as fast and doesn't prioritize it, but I feel like if I can build it, why the hell not? And I can free up Kabasa to build other things. I do need more settlers. I should start expanding. So, but you always want to build settlers when you have colonization in place and save on that. production cost. My third city, I'm gonna build in a desert with the huge hopes of getting Petra eventually. And you get an extra era score for building a city in like a desert or floodplains and tundra and stuff like that. So hopefully the city can grow. Got a couple decent tiles and lots of chops. So I think I can make it work. The next governor, I want to make sure, I love surplus logistics of Magnus, but I want to make sure I get the Void Singer's 20% boost. And then finally, the exploration pays off. We get a second relic. What an awesome, awesome find. Thank you, Scout. So yeah, it's taken me way too long to build an ancestral hole, so what I'm going to do is help it out. We moved Magnus into Mbanzambada and chopped it. Now, Mbanzambada is going to increase the trade route yields, right, as we build more and more districts. This city has low production, however, it's going to grow pretty fast eventually. And it's going to have a lot of districts. So the trade routes ending in Mbanzambada, I'm going to yield pretty decent production and food. The two relics are already producing 4 food, for production, 44 faith, and 48 tourism. Now production of faith is 90. It turned 73. That allows me to just purchase the settlers left and right. And guess what? I'm gonna get one right now and send him to the north to build a city right here on the doorstep of Mali that we actually pieced out with a couple of turns ago. But I'm going to put a city right here and stop him from expanding. Alright guys, well this so far has been an amazing game, an amazing start. The next episode we're just gonna take off, surpass the AI and culture, more importantly, tourism production. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time very soon.